boobies.
This video and any other videos on this channel are not made for kids.
Where does he get those wonderful toys?
What's up, collectors? I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood Moscatobot, and today we are taking a close look at the brand new Neca Toys Raphael as Frankenstein's monster. What we got going on here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Universal Monsters kind of making love and making a baby, and this is the baby, and it is one hideous, beautiful, glorious bastard. I love what they are doing. And as you can plainly see, here's the front of the packaging, you guys. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cross Universal Monsters. Both logos make this guy, and what a great product shot of the figure that we have right here in the front. Raphael is Frankenstein's monster, ultimate action figure. Again, I love the font. Side of the box here, Raphael is Frankenstein's monster. We can go ahead and turn that over, straighten that out a bit. You can see product shot of Raph, Turtles, Universal Monsters, Neca, Real Toys. Back of the box, we have a bunch of product shots here. It's alive Raphael's Frankenstein's monster. He's been shell-shocked. See a terrifying turtle with attitude. Pure terror from the sewer. Loving all these product shots again. Look at that. The manhole cover strapped to his back. Warning, the monster is loose. Beware his shocking sigh. Other side of the box, we have Raphael, Leonardo as the Hunchback, Michelangelo as the Mummy, April O'Neil, with Judith Hoag's likeness, been confirmed as the Bride of Frankenstein. Cannot wait to see how that turns out. Neca, looking very nice. Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Universal Monsters. Bottom of the box, all the beautiful people that came together to make this figure possible. Direction, design, and development. Now, usually it only says Randy Falk, but we got a lot of people behind this to make it happen, so I'm very thankful for you at Neca Toys to make cool action figures like these happen. That is so cool. Universal Cities, legalities, all that stuff. Don't put it in your holes, you will die. Made in China, UPC, includes 3 pairs of hands, 2 lightning bolt sai, and a real chain. Not much more going on here at the top, you guys. You can see the logos. Warning, don't put it in your holes, you will die. Ages 14 and up, people. Let's go ahead and open up this beautiful window packaging, and there we go. You can see Raph right there in all of his glory. Product shot here. Traditional window shot. Really great, grand, wonderful.
Great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus.
Let's go ahead and get him out of the package. Let me go back to this. Nobody asked for this figure. Nobody knew that we wanted this figure. When they revealed him in that awesome stop motion animation video, it blew everyone's minds. From down to the details into the sai with the electric blades, or the, you know, serrated electric looking lightning bolt blades and the prongs, like, what detail went in to making this figure. And I know we got them in the past when we were kids, the Universal Monster Playmates Turtles. This is everything I would expect from NECA. The detailing and the sculpt already, it's like we see the paint job, it's out of this world, right? But they really captured the movie Turtles and the Universal Monsters into one big mashup, and this is the result, and it is phenomenal. That is the best way I can describe it. Like, this is the rendition of us from going from Playmates as kids to now NECA's capabilities with movie-looking action figures with the Turtles and Frankenstein into one, and it's mind-blowing. That's the best way I can say or describe it. It's just mind-blowing. Getting a better look here, close up on Raph. Just look at all the sculpting that went into it, how his teeth are just dirty and disgusting. You see the spots, you see all the stitching that went into him. I'm loving the flat top, like the sculpt and the paint on him is incredible. And you can see bits of movie Raph in there somewhere, but also you see how Frankenstein is just taking over that form. I love the hands and the fingers and how they are elongated and just more monster looking, if you will, man. It's just so cool. The bandages and like just the strapped on metal bolts and whatnot here. The texturing in the suit, how it looks weathered and torn, and just all the different patches. We'll get to the back in a minute because you already can see how cool that looks. But turning the head over like that, he still has his bandana, and it is actually movable if you want. I kind of like it in there, so I'm just going to go ahead and peg that back on. And you can rotate it how you want it, but to me that just brings out the whole like, oh yeah, it's a Ninja Turtle and Frankenstein. Really cool. Checking out the neck some more, you can see the stitching around the neck, the stitching here on his chin. We have this little wire here attached to the bolts. Bolt there, wire and the bolt there, and this wire goes all the way into the back with this little, I don't know, speedometer, pressure meter there, which is pretty sweet. And we have another like copper wire going into the chest where the heart would be, with a little, I guess, pressure timer there. Going down here to the stomach, we can see the real chain, and this is real chain, and the two little metal prongs here for the holster, if you will. Let's go ahead and spin them around, follow the chain. You can see we got another little metal bolted handle right here on the back of his shell. Look at how cracked and like just messed up this Raph is. And then of course the New York City manhole to finish off the rest of his shell. Just, it shows that he's made from all types of junk and whatever they could find to bring Raph back to life as Franken-Raph. We've got some more stitching going down here in the pants. Really cool. And the boots are great. They got prongs here. Both these bolts. Them platform shoes. Awesome looking figure. And it's, you know, he's a beefy boy, but it's a turtle. It's a Ninja Turtle. That's Frankenstein, so he's gonna be beefy. Well, I got you here. Let's go over the articulation real quick. We can go out about that far. Back in. We can rotate it all the way around. Watch out for those wires. And we do have double jointed here. It's very hard to tell, but there is, see right in there. 1, 2. 1, 2. But of course, it's not going to be as articulated as you want because he's a big beefy monster. Wrist can rotate all the way around. It is on a hinge, can go down and back up. Really cool. Again, loving how elongated the fingers are, monster looking. I think this is how I'm going to display him on the shelf. It just looks more, I want this turtle to look more Universal Monster than a Ninja Turtle. And plus I love my horror, man, so there we go. Do we have a, not really a swivel there, I guess it's the rotation here at the thighs, but no ab crunch or anything. But I do love this new ball joint system, and that's about as far as we're going to get, but you can see the two ball joints. Legs move around very nicely. Rotate here, rotation here, at the knee, not at the bottom knee. And now we do have, I believe, single jointed. You're not going to get too far up. That's about as far as you're going to go because the knee pads do hinder that. Now the foot, it does pivot, and down and back. You get a lot of range of motion. Spread him out. I mean, this guy will do what you want him to do. For the head, you guys, he can look up that far, and the neck's gonna help that out. That's him looking straight on, and then down again with the neck, which is great. Look how far down he can look, which really gives you that towering, menacing feeling of Raphael as Frankenstein. Really cool. In conclusion, you guys, he moves pretty well, and this is what you'd want him to do, what you want out of this figure. Get those monster poses, and he does that. For the accessories, we have, of course, his sai. And again, I love the electric lightning bolt looking serrated blades. Really cool. Love the prongs for, you know, electric prongs. It's Frankenstein. They really meshed the two characters together well. And it even shows in the accessories. You can see they're a bit dirty and grimy here. I'm going to call this the pummel. Because the sword, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I would call it. The prongs here, they look very weathered. Even the blade, you can see like rust and dirt, which I'm loving. Really cool. Not much more I can say about the blades, but they're awesome. Now, Frankenraft does come with alternate hands, and just going over the detail real quick on the hands, we even got stitching. You can see they're weathered. You can see a little bit of a black wash in there, and man, is it really good. Look at how dirty the fingernails are. I mean, almost like mine, all cut up and gross because of work and whatnot. But, yeah, really cool. Now, the hands are very, very stiff, so I did have to heat up the hands to get these size in there, but once you do, you can kind of wedge it open better, insert it, and there you go. Raph will have his sai, and now this hinge moves way better, man. So I definitely heat up the hands. For sure heat up the hands, you guys. But I already put it in the second one, and there you can see. There we go. A little better focus. He's holding his size. They are good in there, and it looks great. Let's go ahead and pop it in on the figure real quick. So in traditional NECA fashion, we'll go ahead and I always grab right here and squeeze. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle till the peg pops out, like so. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing. Hold on, and wiggle, wiggle. Pops right in. And there you can have Raph with a sai. Okay, that looks awesome. You see, I was all about just going straight up Frankenstein monster, but now with the sai in hand, I have to see the other one. So we'll go ahead and wedge that in there. Okay, that looks badass. You guys see what I mean here. He definitely can get in the poses you want. It is a Ninja Turtle as Frankenstein. It's awesome. What a badass pose. That looks so cool, like he's ready to throw down with whoever made him into this monstrosity. So cool, dude. I am loving this, man. I really hope we get more descriptions, like an actual story on the back of the packaging, or wouldn't it be sweet if they released like a monster comic with these guys, like Shredder turned them into monsters and the only way to get the comics was to get the figures and, you know, tell its own little story? That would be really awesome, you know, and that would also make it very toyetic as well, man. Just so cool. But there you go, you guys. Threw up the weapons and the alternate hands on him. He looks badass and ready to fight. And here's Raph with his closed fist hands. Those were the third pair of hands that we get, and the last bit of the accessories, honestly. He doesn't come with too many accessories. His size, 3 alternate hands, and that's basically pretty much it. So, which, hey, it's not lacking. I mean, I necessarily wouldn't count the chain as an accessory, but he has a real chain on the body, which is nice, you know, and you can see he's in a fighting stance. Really cool looking. But yeah, like I said, man, Ninja Turtle and Frankenstein, they can do the turtle aesthetics and they can do the monster aesthetics. This guy has it all. Getting his measurements here, let's go ahead and see what we are at. Go ahead and put that in. I would say about 7 1/4 inches. Do not fall, buddy. Do not fall. Yeah, 7 1/4 inch. We saved him. And of course, for some quick comparisons, here's Raphael next to Raphael from the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie. Got a little pose going on here for Raph that I don't want to lose because I just love it. So I'm not going to stand them straight up, but you guys can see what they look like next to each other on the shelf. While we're at it, let's go get the other monster in the bag. I mean, not that Raph's a monster. But there is NECA's universal colored version, Frankenstein. Look at that. Those three together on the shelf, that just looks cool. I almost wish I could track down another Raph and we could have, you know, this whole separate on the shelf. That would be badass. There we go. We'll straighten them out for you guys there. Awesome. That looks cool. That looks very, very cool.
This is really cool.
You know what? Let's real quick go ahead and we'll take Raph away. And we'll give just Frank and Raph a moment to shine. But there you guys can see the difference there. But you can see a lot of the similarities between the two at the same time. Just, it's so well done. So well done. We'll keep the monster theme going. Here he is next to NECA Toys Gizmo. And there we go, Giz. Look at that. Since we don't have the Wolfman yet, let's go ahead and put him next to the Kessler Wolf from NECA Toys. Really sweet. Love this figure so much. It's so awesome. Definitely one of my... NECA's already killing it, dude. They're with the new year. I mean, I know these are technically 2021. You know, I looked under his foot. It said 2021, man. But, God, just right out of the new year, already at the end of the year, they're just blowing my mind with these sculpts. Here he is next to the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman. Those look sweet together on a shelf. Here he is with Diamond Select Toys, Gimli from Lord of the Rings. Pretty cool. Love these Lord of the Rings figures from Diamond Selects. They are awesome. Here he is next to McFarlane Spawn. Watch your cape there, buddy. Here we go. Look pretty sweet together. Straighten out. There we go. Yeah. That's nice.
That's fantastic.
And for fun, let's put my Marvel Legends Beast. I don't play with this guy enough. There we go. Yeah. I'm picking figures at random so you guys can kind of get an eclectic variety here of what figures you want to throw them up on the shelf with. But obviously, as more of the Universal Monster Turtles come out, it's going to be its own shelf for me. Alright everyone, we've gone over the packaging, the articulation, the accessories, the size comparisons. Let's get to my favorite part of the video, the showcase. Here we go.
Do you hear me? Give my creation life! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! Oh, in the name of God! Now I know what it feels like to be God!
Well, you guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. This figure is incredible. I give him a 10 out of 10. And maybe... Oh, hold on. I'm going to go back and give him a 9 out of 10. Just because I wish he was... I wish he wasn't so... Not clunky. I wish the arms could articulate a little bit better. When I say that, like the arms, like at the elbow, you know? Because there is a double joint in there, but you don't really feel it. But can I really knock the figure like that? Because it is a bulky boy, you know? He's got a lot of stuff going on him, and it's almost like, do you want to sacrifice a little more detail for more articulation, you know? So, I don't know, maybe 9.5 on this figure. But he's incredible, and he is a must-have, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the figures that come out in this line. He doesn't come with much, but he has a lot to offer. I mean, 3 sets of hands, the sai, and I guess the chain, you know? But, I mean, what else could they have given this figure? I think maybe an operating bed, but of course it's gonna raise the prices. Maybe the little meter over his heart could have like a little glow light or a little bit of glow in the dark features, but again, all that will raise the price of the figure. But you are getting exactly what you need for 40 bucks with this guy. I love him. He's at your Targets. Get hunting. And if you don't find him at Target right away, don't fret, because he's going to be coming to your comic shops. and hopefully we'll see him pop up in Walmart as well. Shout out again to my good friend Bongsies. Anthony, thank you so much. Thank you, CHC, and I love you, CHC community. This is how we get figures and how we beat scalpers. You guys rock. Thank you for sending this guy my way. Love you all in the CHC community. But that's going to do it for this one, you guys, so thank you all so much for watching. Till all I want, Moscato Bots, you all stay classy.
If you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. It really helps out. And subscribe. Don't forget,
play with your toys.
I will see you all in the next one. Moscato Bots, roll out.